G'day coppers, right on. This is my last, 2 hours probably in Bangladesh. Got to catch my flight to Kolkata in India. But I thought, there's probably a few of you wondering, what the hell do you take if you're traveling around the world for, like this trip might go for anywhere 9 months to a year. And you've got to cater for the fact that you're going to be, I'm going to be up in the mountains. So I'm going to be hiking plus 5,000 to 6,000 meters. There is a mountain I want to do that's 7,200 in Tajikistan. You also got to count for the fact that you might be in desert regions. You're going to be hot, you're going to be freezing cold, you're going to be, you might be hitting up the nightclubs in Prague or whatever. So you've really got to make everything count. I've just been counting grams to get the weight down, because you're going to have to carry everything with you. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of rundown of the things that I've chosen. I've spent a lot of time, I'm a researcher, spent a lot of time researching everything to make sure I was getting the right stuff. So let's have a little look at what I'm taking around the world. Righto guys, this here is my new backpack. I had to retire my old one, which saw me around 85 to 90 countries. So it's quite sad to say goodbye to your backpack. They become your mate. This guy here is going to be my new mate. We just need to form some new memories and trust. I chose, and this is not like I'm not affiliated with anybody. I'm just giving you a little quick rundown. I'm not doing reviews on all the products. But I chose an Osprey bag, the Aether Plus 70. I wanted to get a little bit more size because I have to carry everything for camping. Usually I carry a 65 litre pack. I have upped it a little bit. The new packs are a hell of a lot lighter than the old pack that I bought back in 2014. Saw me around the world. All the materials and everything is so much better. So I'm going to get into it and start showing you what's in my pack. Right, so let's have a little look. First thing, the Osprey Aether. The Aether, so Osprey do the men's and women's versions. The Aether is the men's. I cannot remember the version of the women's. But anyway, let's have a little look. I have found these things. I started getting into them on my second major backpacking trip. These here are little packing cells, and these will change the way in which you travel. Travel. So these guys here, Osprey, super light. They're kind of covered in a bit of a waxy thing, which is great because you can just shove everything into your pack, and they kind of just make their own way into where they've got to fit into. So then you label them with everything. My wife has labelled this one, and then I've done my own. Yes, everything is sort of set into what you want. Because you're going to be in areas, right now I'm down in the lowlands, it's stinking hot, so we'll be getting up into the mountains. So that stuff I have at the bottom of the pack. The first thing that I want to give you all a quick little talk about is t-shirts. Now, anybody that's going hiking or knows the outdoors, things like that, should know that cotton is a killer. If you are wearing cotton in the outdoors, you don't know what you're doing. It gets wet, it holds moisture, it doesn't dry, and it's just not what you need up there. Merino, so merino t-shirts, merino wool for like your base layers, your mid layers, merino and woolen tops and things like that. The only thing you should be carrying with you. They're light, they dry quickly, they're breathable. There's so much going for merino. Yep, don't bother with cotton. Get that out of your bag. Unless you just want to cruise around with a Bintang t-shirt or something like that and just get on the piss everywhere, then it doesn't matter. But anyway, let's have a little look at what else I got. Shirts, shorts and pants. Wet weather gear. Now this stuff here, I've gone with Arc'teryx, which again, most people will know that Arc'teryx is some of the best stuff you can get. I'm going to need this up in the mountains. Can't remember the name of the jacket I've gone for, but it should suit me for some windbreaking, stuff like that. not me breaking the wind that will hit me on top of mountains. Also, I'm expecting a fair bit of rain and stuff like that to hit me when I'm up in the Arctic Circle. Winter tops, again, merino. Everything here is wool. Yeah, I've got this jumper here up in the top of Norway, up in, not Lofoten, Tromsø. Now, if somebody up in Tromsø doesn't know how to make a woolen jumper, then I don't know who does. You're going to have to carry a water purifier. So this thing here is great. It's multi-reusable cartridges in it. Scoop up your water from your stream or whatever, and you're good to go. Very important, especially around, well, India and anywhere that you're going into the mountains, you're going to need water purification. Cold weather gear. This is just my beanies, gloves, scarves, stuff like that. Medication, I need a lot of that because of my brain issues. This here, when you head into the mountains, I'm going to have to be cooking and stuff like that. This here is a little MSR wind boiler. This thing is great. It all converts into just your little cooking pot, so you can put noodles, potatoes, your veggies or whatever in there. It's super lightweight. The design of it means that you can light this and it boils so quick and is not affected by wind or anything like that. So it won't blow out on you mid-boiling. Therm-A-Rest Mattress, super light, weighs nothing, and that's a inflatable mattress. Mattresses aren't mattresses. You got to check the R value of them, so how much they're going to protect you from the cold coming up through from the ground. Therm-A-Rest is probably one of the best ones on the market. You know, you could lay that thing straight down on a glacier and sleep on it and not feel the cold coming up through. Trekking poles. First time I bought trekking poles, but I know I'm going to need them because I'm getting old. But they are so much, they're really useful. Another reason why I bought these is, they're going to help you trekking. But one thing I found last time I was hiking around Turkey, Kyrgyzstan, and this might sound a little bit wussy, but lots of dogs, and you're gonna, like around the Caucasus shepherds, if you're hiking in Turkey and you get the kangals coming up around you, they are scary, man. Like, those things are bred to kill wolves, and you need to get something that's going to put a bit of space between you and them, because they're more likely to go you than a wolf is to go you. A wolf will probably piss off if you yell at it. A kangaroo's going to kill you. So it was a little bit sketchy a few times in our hikes in Turkey and things like that. And it gives you the ability to put a bit of space between you and something that wants to kill you. A tent. So I'm going to have to carry a tent with me because I'll be camping and hiking and all the rest of it. This tent here weighs next to nothing. It's under 1 kilo. It is a 2-man tent, but that gets used pretty loosely. You do fit 2 people in it. It's going to be quite comfy for me, the one and my beautiful backpack. This is a tent from, I believe they're from Seattle. They do not sell to retail. You have to contact them. A company called Tarp Tent. And this tent here, bought a few years ago, actually with my hiking through Turkey and stuff like that, and in Georgia up in the Caucasus. Man, I got stuck with my wife in this thing for 3 days at the top of a mountain in a storm that you just wouldn't think a tent of this light structure would hold up to. But it was insane, and it held up to golf ball sized hailstones that did not let up for around 3 days. So we got him. Let's have a look in here. Bit of bug stuff. Adventure gear. Now this is just like head torches and stuff like that. Sleeping bag. This is a -10 from North Face. I actually bought this in Kathmandu. I do not know if it's a fake or a real one, but who cares? It actually cost a bit for a Nepal sleeping bag, but I believe that this is a genuine one. They all tell you that they're genuine when you buy them in the Tamil district of Kathmandu. It works, man. I've had this thing in some seriously cold weather and it's still doing fantastic. I was going to upgrade, but why bother when it's working? A puffer jacket. This is going to be great for getting up on top of the mountains. This is from another company. Also believe that they are from Seattle. They're doing great things up there. This is, and also another company that does not sell to retail. So you have to contact them and they will send it to you. They make it specifically for you. This is a company called Feathered Friends. Feathered Friends is, well, their thing is down, like down jackets. If I was to get a new sleeping bag, I would have got a Feathered Friends sleeping bag because they just know their stuff. This jacket here looks tiny. When this thing puffs out, it is incredible how warm it is, how light it is. You could wear it hiking, and you wear it on the top of a mountain. It's gonna be, I've worn that up. I had that thing up in Tromsø in the middle of winter, up in northern Norway, 300 k's into the Arctic Circle, and I didn't need much more than that. I was doing great. So what else have we got? Shoes. Now these are going to be your best friends. So you're not going to get far without them. For hiking around, in most situations, walking around the town or Dakar or wherever you are, and you clock up some serious K's when you're walking. When you're in a new city, you just head around. So I got into the Hockers. These are the Bondi 7s. I did all of my training in the months leading up to this trip, running in the Hockers. They're fantastic. You will not get, you know, you can wear them straight out of the box. They're super comfy, super lightweight again, and you won't get sore feet walking around with these. Plus, you know, they're black, and I can't be carrying around some Italian leather snazzy shoes to go into a club anywhere. But these things, these will do for the majority of wherever you're going. If you're going to a bar or whatever, no one's going to pick you up on these as long as you don't go some flashy crazy colour. So I take 2 pairs of shoes with me. The one's getting around, and I'll get to my hiking boots later. Socks are an obvious big thing. The best socks on the planet. Well, it's a bit of a toss up, but I love these guys. Darn Toughs, and again they're a merino wool blend, and they are just, well, they come with a lifetime warranty, and if that doesn't say enough, I don't know what does. Smart Balls are another one which I've got another pair of. So I've got 2 pairs of hiking socks. These guys here, Darn Toughs, they will get you through anything. I have another pair of merino wool thicker ones for up in the mountains, and a couple of lightweight dudes for walking around town, going for runs and stuff like that. Check out this. This thing here will solve your problems of dirty shoes in your bag. It's a shoe bag. This is from Sea to Summit. They're an Australian company, and this fits this size here. You get the large. This fits my big hiking boots in it. Happy days. It won't. That means, you know, your mud and all the rest of it won't get into your pack and your clothes. But that's pretty much what's going on here. So as a world trip, this isn't just fanging around Europe for 3 months. I've got to carry sleeping bags, cooking gear, water purifiers, tents. Man, you're gonna have to carry everything. And I've managed to get the weight down. All of this here is 13.8 kilos. And there's a lot to be said for actually making sure that everything you have is going to is needed. If it's superfluous, ditch it. You can always pick up something a bit later if you need to. Let's get on to my hiking boots. Now, I've been a Solomon hiking boot man forever. Had the older, well, I started getting the versions of these since about 2015, 2012. And they've gone through various iterations. This is their latest one. This is the Solomon 4, Quest 4 GTX. Not to be confused which I think Solomon could have maybe done a little bit better with their naming. The old version, which is the Solomon 4D GTX3 or something along those lines. The latest version, these guys here are insanely light. I think they've shaved off from the old version about 80 grams per boot. These don't weigh, they don't feel like they weigh a lot more than my Hockers. And I, back home, have the version from 2 years ago, which I was wearing around. And I was able to do a direct comparison between the old version and the new version, and you really feel it the moment you put them on. Solomon's are great because you can wear them straight out of the box. They're good to go. And yeah, they're just awesome bit of kit. They will be good for, they're a great 3-season hiking boot. You might be able to get them through a bit of 4-season stuff, but if you need crampons, then you're going to need a proper crampon boot, a bit more solid. These are a bit more flexible, so crampons won't go onto this. I have another pair of mountain boots suitable for crampons. I had to leave them back home because you cannot carry all of your things with you. So, but they'll be good for pretty much 95% of the stuff I'll be doing. I wore my old Solomons up through Annapurna and Himalayas, everywhere. They're fantastic. So the other cool thing, I'll quickly touch on this, is this here's the Osprey Bag. What it comes with on the top is a convertible day bag. So this here, normally, it sort of folds up a bit and sits up on the top there, like that. It kind of like pulls out on itself, and then yeah, these all just sort of fold away, but it all just clips together, clips on. So if you're on a travel day like I am today, catching a flight, this just becomes your day bag. So you can carry your passport gear and stuff like that in that. But then once you're on the road, you can clip them back up on the top and no dramas. It is one of the coolest things. One of the reasons I bought this pack, two of the main reasons I bought this pack, is detachable day bag is priceless. The other thing is when you're in and out of backpackers, hostels, you're traveling across the world as well as hiking, I really like packs that you can get to your stuff. So there are lighter packs out there, and this is these days considered a heavier pack, which is insane because these things are only a touch over 2 kilos. My old pack was about 4.5. But if you want to be able to get in and out of it, you need to have that sort of zippered front on it. A lot of the lighter packs only have the entry from the top, which is a real bugger because you've got to get through everything. So you can go super lightweight if all you're doing is trekking. But if you're backpacking, well, backpacking to most of the world is you're backpacking. Americans tend to use backpacking a bit more when they mean just hiking in the hills. Kiwis will say tramping. So anyway, there's a few little fun differences for you. But this is my gear for the world. I haven't gone through everything there because, as I said, I'm not giving a full review of item by item. But if you want to know more about any of these, little items, you know, why I chose them, what's good, what's bad, I have done a lot of research on what I'm taking, then just do the message. Just message me, and I'll get back to you. And you know, if you want a quick review on my wet weather gear, something like that, a message, and I'll do a little video of that. Right on.